Alright, today we are focusing on multiplying and dividing functions, and don't worry, we're keeping the dividing to as simplistic as possible. Alright, so we're going to practice with multiplying functions, and I'm going to show you how I do it when I'm given only given the functions as a whole, or when I split it up and how it looks a little bit different. So here if I have f times g of 6, I'm going to take my f function and put it all in parentheses. I'm going to put 4, and everywhere I have an x, I'm going to put parentheses, plus 8. And then I'm going to take my g function and put it all inside parentheses as well, leaving a space for me to put my 6 value in there. So this first one's going to be 4 times 6 plus 8, and then I'm going to multiply that whole thing times 2 times 6. So I'm going to pull out my calculator. I'm going to do parentheses, 4 parentheses 6, close parentheses, plus 8, close parentheses. Parenthesis 2, parenthesis 6, close parenthesis, close parenthesis. I hit enter and I get 384 as my answer. So that's how to do it kind of all in one step. On this next one, I'm going to do it piece by piece. So this is f of 6. So that means I'm going to take my f function. I'm going to be plugging in 6 wherever there's an x. And so with this first one, I'm going to take 4 parenthesis 6, close parenthesis, plus 8, and hit enter. And I get 32. Whatever the answer the next one is, I'm going to multiply it by 32. So this one's going to be 2 parentheses 6, close parentheses, and I get 12. So I'm going to take 32 times 12, and I get 384. Notice we get the same answer both ways. I tend to lean towards the one on the right more than the one on the left, but either work. So here with divide, it works the same way. So if I was plugging this into a calculator, I would type parenthesis 4 parenthesis, and we're going to be plugging a 2 into that, plus 8. So let me go ahead and plug that 2 in. And then we're going to say divided by, and then we're going to put the g function on the bottom. So we do parenthesis 2, and then inside that set of parentheses, we're also going to put a 2. Then we do close parenthesis, close parenthesis. So in my calculator, I do parenthesis 4 parenthesis 2, close parenthesis, plus 8, close parenthesis. Then I'm going to say divide, and then I do parenthesis 2, parenthesis 2, close parenthesis, close parenthesis. Yes, the amount of parentheses matter. You can't have less than that. You need that many. In this case, I get the answer of 4. If I had gotten a decimal, I would have pressed math, enter, enter to find out what the fraction was. Alright, so this one we're going to find out what both of them are. So we're going to find out f of 2. So in our calculator, we would type 4 parenthesis 2, close parenthesis, plus 8. And I end up with this answer of 16. Whatever I get on the right, I'm going to be dividing 16 by that number. So over here, I'm going to do 2 parenthesis 2, close parenthesis, and I get out 4. So in my calculator, I would type in 16 divided by 4. And I get my answer of 4. All right. Let's try one more together. We're going to take two functions. We're going to multiply them by plugging in 4, and we'll divide them by plugging in 2. So I tend to do this in two pieces. So we have f times g of 4. So we've got 2 times 4 plus 5. So that way I don't have to use as many parentheses. So I'm going to do 2 parenthesis 4, close parenthesis, plus 5. And I get 13. And I'm going to be dividing it by... This g of function is x squared, so this is going to be 4 squared. Remember to type that in the calculator like this. So if I type in my calculator, parenthesis, 4 close parenthesis to the second, and I hit enter, and I get 16. So it's 13 divided by 16. Let's use a calculator. We're going to do 13 divided by 16. It gives me a weird decimal, so I'm going to press math and enter twice. I guess my answer is just, oh wait, we were supposed to times. So we're taking times, just kidding. We're going to do 13 times 16 because it's a multiplication problem, not a division problem. And we end up with the answer of 208. Beautiful. All right, so here we're going to divide. So it's going to be 2 parenthesis 2, close parenthesis, plus 5. We're going to be dividing that by parenthesis 2, close parenthesis, to the second power. So I plug this into my calculator, and on the top I get 9. And on the bottom I get 4, so it's going to be 9 divided by 4. So let's use our calculator. 9 divided by 4. I get a decimal, so I'm going to press math and enter twice. And my answer is 9/4. All right. Here is some more practice. We're going to find out if order matters. We're going to do it one way and then one the other way. So I'm going to find out what f times g of 1 is on the right, and then I'm going to find out what g times f of 1 is on the right. So left, right, yes. So we're going to do this in two pieces. So my f function is going to be 4 parenthesis 1 close parenthesis minus 1. Whatever that answer is, I'm going to be multiplying it by my g of 1, which is 2 parenthesis 1 close parenthesis plus 9. So in my calculator, I plug this in and I get 3. So it's going to be 3 times 11. So I end up with the answer of 33. So let's see what happens on the one on the right. So this one we're going to do g of 1, which is going to be 2 times 1 plus 9. Again, we get 11. And then on the right, we're going to be multiplying it by 4 times 1 minus 1. And here I get 3. So we're going to take 11 times 3. And 11 times 3 is 33. So in this case, order does not matter. Nope. That worked out really nice. All right, let's take a look here and see what happens when we plug in 5. So we're going to do 4 times 5 minus 1 on there, and we're going to be dividing that by 2 times 5 plus 9. Remember, I'm going to do this as two individual pieces. So I'm going to do 4 parenthesis 5 close parenthesis minus 1, and I get 19. We're going to be dividing it by, now let's do 2 parenthesis 5 close parenthesis plus 9. We're going to change this just a tad bit. We're going to say instead of plus 9, let's change it to, actually, no, let's leave that plus 9. We're going to change the 5. Change that to 3. So we're going to plug in 3 instead. I promise you, it's going to be a gross fraction, but we'll be okay. So we're going to do 4 parenthesis 3 close parenthesis minus 1. We get 11. And then on the right side, we're going to do 2 parenthesis 3 close parenthesis plus 9, and we get 15. So in my calculator, I'm going to do 11 divided by 15, and I get a weird decimal, so I'm going to press math and enter twice, and I get 11/15. That's fine. It's fine doing that. Okay, now let's flip them places. So this was f divided by g, so this next one is going to be g divided by f. So here we're going to do 2 times 3 plus 9. It's going to be on the top. And then 4 times 3 minus 1 is going to be on the bottom. We already know 2 times 3 plus 9 is 15. We're going to be dividing it by 11. So in my calculator, I'm going to do 15 divided by 11. And I get a weird decimal. And I get 15/11. Okay. Did I get did I get the same answer both times? No. So when dividing, order matters. Because you'll get reciprocals. So here we got 11/15, and here we got 15/11. Those are very different numbers. All right, I want you guys to go ahead and give this a try. Pay special attention to what you are doing, like between there and there. And then we will come back together with this quick little exponential review.